Have you ever wondered why, when you live more kindly, your heart feels lighter, as if each breath is teaching you how to let go of invisible burdens? When observing Buddhist monks walking for peace, we realize that steadiness does not come from strength, but from the ability to be fully present in each slow, mindful step. Compassion does not throw us into confusion. It helps us stand firmly amid chance. Because we are no longer swept away by old negative reactions when facing familiar situations. The silent steps of Buddhist monks walking for peace remind us that peace does not lie in controlling life, but in how we choose to be present, to share compassion with everyone. If another person's joy could become your own joy, what good chance when the boundary between yourself and others gradually softens and merges. When observing Buddhist monks working for peace, we learn how to open our hearts without losing ourselves, to connect deeply without clinging. Hello, I am Teng from the meditation channel Dr. Jen Teng 8 Hours. And today, we slow down together to return to the breath and to observe, to feel and practice the heart of compassion as those monks do. Please find a quiet space, sit down gently, and allow body and mind to slow down, as if being placed in a safe place. The four immeasurable minds in Buddhism, loving kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity, are not resignation, but a profound freedom arising from inner stability. These four streams of energy nurture a mindful life, helping us be at ease from within without being completely dependent on external circumstances. Inhale, gently follow the breath as it flows through your nose. Feel your chest and reach down to your belly. Exhale, feel the breath leaving through your nose and notice your belly softening and sinking. You can feel and observe the breath as a good compassion, always naturally connected without needing to control, fix, or judge it. When observing Buddhist monks working for peace, we realize that slowness itself is wisdom moving through the body, through the mind, and within the present moment of everyday life. First of all, they come into contact with loving kindness, genuine care, and wish for themselves and others to be well and at peace amid unchanging circumstances. When observing Buddhist monks working for peace, receive loving kindness expressed in each step that harms no being at all, and in the vow to bring peace to everyone. Loving kindness is not weakness or indulgence, but the warm energy of unconditional love. Asking for nothing in return, deserving anger, craving, and struggle. It is a love that does not need recognition, does not need right or wrong, simply wishing to bring goodness to all beings. Loving kindness arises from deep understanding that all existence has value, that everyone is trying to live as well as they can in their role, even as the environment constantly pushes past conflicts. When loving kindness is present, we do not wish to harm anyone, even in words, thoughts, or the smallest actions. Observing Buddhist monks working for peace, we see that they are not in a hurry to become anyone other than themselves in that moment. They walk barefoot in the mist and wind. They eat simply, and they sit in lotus meditation. When loving kindness is present, we begin to treat ourselves more gently, less harshly, and with less self-imposed pressures that creates suffering for ourselves and others. Meditation becomes a safe space where all states of walking, standing, lying down, and sitting are allowed to appear and are seen with understanding. Therefore, when loving kindness is present, meditation is no longer an effort to achieve a special state, but a clear awareness and understanding that integrates each moment. We sit here, body and mind relaxing with each breath, without needing to become anyone else, without needing to be better or worse right now, allowing mindfulness to observe us in the present. Inhale, gently follow the breath as it flows through your nose. Feel your chest and reach down to your belly. Exhale, feel the breath leaving through your nose and notice your belly softening and sinking. When observing Buddhist monks working for peace, we realize that this serenity can also take root within ourselves and is spreading to everyone through this work for peace. Without loving kindness, we easily sink into desire, comparison, and the pressures to achieve something in order to feel complete. Now, allow yourself to be treated gently, the way you would care for someone who needs peace and understanding. In the space of loving kindness, you do not need to judge the thoughts that arise, nor rush to push them away. The breath becomes softer, the body gradually relaxes, and calmness begins to arise naturally. That calmness does not come from effort, but from stopping the resistance to what is truly present. When observing Buddhist monks working for peace, we learn how to return to each step and breath of our own, each emotion arising and fading, each thought coming and going on with its own cause and effect. We feel that when loving kindness is cultivated, suffering is soothed, met with empathy, and transformed into peace. Inhale, gently follow the breath as it flows through your nose. Feel your chest and reaches down to your belly. Exhale, feel the breath leaving through your nose and notice your belly softening and sinking. Which is in breath and out breath, we sense the movement of air entering and leaving, each flow of energy filling and emptying with the rhythm of heart, each sensation and emotion coming and going as the breath becomes strong or gentle. And from loving kindness with understanding, we gently turn our awareness to compassion, which is the ability to stay with suffering with understanding and patience. When observing Buddhist monks working for peace in silence, we learn how to stay with emotions without needing to run away. The Buddhist monks work for both loving kindness and compassion because they understand every suffering of human life, just as they themselves experience it. Compassion is the ability to feel one's own suffering and the suffering of others, together with the sincere wish to ease the suffering so that all may feel more at ease and peaceful. Compassion is not pity, but the deep understanding of the causes of suffering. Therefore, it does not judge and does not turn away, and the monks choose to walk in order to spread this spirit to everyone seeking peace. By regularly observing Buddhist monks working for peace, we realize that this steadiness can also be present within us when we observe ourselves. Compassion helps us not only feel pain, but also act with wise words and actions. With wisdom, compassion becomes a sustainable source of energy, helping us not burn out when staying with what is difficult. When observing Buddhist monks working for peace, we learn to let go of the desire to progress quickly or achieve results fast. Compassion does not force you to be more positive, nor does it demand the removal of discomfort. It simply invites you to stay, to listen, and to understand, so you can move through all impermanent challenges while the mind remains at peace. In the space of compassion, suffering is no longer an enemy, but something that needs to be seen clearly and cared for, as we observe that others understand us and that we observe are healing from within. When compassion is nurtured, stillness arises not from control, but from deep acceptance of every experience. Observing Buddhist monks working for peace, we see that loving kindness and compassion are not only meditation, but a way of living. Loving kindness and compassion help us slow down, harm others less, and stop continuing the inner battles within ourselves, or spreading peace outward just as the Buddhist monks are doing. When loving kindness and compassion are present, relationships become softer, and we no longer have to strain to complete for love or seek validation from others, because we are finding balance within ourselves and are no longer overly dependent on anxiety, fear, or inner pressures. Inhale gently, follow the breath as it flows through your nose. Feel your chest and reach down to your belly. Exhale with the breath leaving through your nose, and notice your belly softening and sinking. With each breath coming and going, as we observe it, we are reminded to understand our body and mind more deeply and more mindfully. And it is compassion itself that transforms our habits of anger and impulsiveness, allowing them to fade and make space for understanding, empathy, and love for everyone. Just like these Buddhist monks working for peace, the benefits of loving kindness and compassion continue to unfold like a path of peace that begins with each step you take, leading you toward lasting peace and happiness. The next meditation session will continue with joy and equanimity, so you can experience a peaceful state of mind at all times. Just like these Buddhist monks, the journey in the game of the breath will become more and more fascinating if you truly cherish it. This practice, just like a habit, is a key to unlocking every doorway within your body and mind. So keep watching and keep practicing with me in this video and the ones to come. If you have any thoughts or reflections, feel free to leave a comment below. And if this video helped or inspired you, Please click like, subscribe, and share it with others. Thank you.